Did we just witness the start of World War III? You probably don't know this yet, but that was probably the prelude to World War III. Yes, for now, this Russian civil war has ended because the chief of Wagner has called his troops back. But I am telling you now, this was probably the start of World War III when we look back on it in history. Only a few hours ago, we thought Russia was in civil war, and it probably was because the Wagner Group, which is like a very capable fighting unit coming out of Russia, and its mercenary troops basically occupied Rostov. Rostov is basically the supply depot point for everything going to Ukraine. If they control Rostov, then they control the war and the supplies going into the Ukraine front for the Russians. So what's the big deal here? Why is this World War III? Because at best it looks like a civil war with inside Russia. Well, there is one conspiracy theory that says, what if this wasn't actually a rebellion or a civil war inside Russia, but it was a trick to draw in NATO forces to force US and Europe to go in because they think there is chaos inside Russia right now. Either way, it's not looking good because it means an escalation in the war in Europe right now. See, the Wagner Group, they've used this trick before. See, back in early May, right, they said, oh, we have heavy losses and the Russian military is not giving them enough ammo, so they want to quit this strategic Bakhmut, this strategic area they're fighting in against the Ukrainians. And what happened? Well, we all know then the Ukrainians thought they were withdrawing, thought there was weakness inside the Wagner Group, and they basically attacked and, thinking, expecting not much resistance, and then basically it was pretty bad. It ended pretty badly for the Ukrainian counter-offensive. I know that's not what our news tells us, but then again, can you trust the news sources these days? So essentially, they were faking weakness, faking withdrawal. The Ukrainians attacked, did their counter-offensive, and ended up pretty badly for the Ukrainians. But now this could happen again, as some people do think that this could be another trick, right? Another trap to lure in not just the Ukrainians, but NATO, all of Europe and US military right now. See, even the Ukrainians themselves, sometimes they say they're not buying. The Wagner boss saying they're pulling out of Bakhmut. It's in war, there is always deception. There's always mind games and tricks being played. So whether you believe the conspiracy theory or not, two things could be happening here right now. Either this was a real coup or a civil war inside Russia, in which case that's pretty bad, because it could lead to World War III, because it means Russia is very weak right now. You don't want the second largest nuclear nation in the world, right, to be going to a civil war, which means NATO will be attacking soon if they think that Russia is so weak. But if this was a trap, then and it lures NATO in, then either way we're looking at Europe, America, and Russia going to World War III. What do you